This doesn't matter for the live thing, but for the recording. Oh, I wanted to stop and start it for Hollow Knight. Ah! Oh, wait, let me change the ticker. Let me change that frickin' ticker. Hollow Knight. There we go. Why do you have Hollow Knight Silk Song on there, Twitch? Game's not out. You don't have to rub it in. Oh, fuck. It's tasty meat, though. Oh, fuck. Sorry, I'm thinking about the shawarma. Still thinking about it. It was good. Like me some shawarma. I do feel like I take for granted, by the way, at least the whole, like, how we can get really good Mexican food here in California. Like, I just kind of forget that's not a thing everywhere else. And it makes me sad. So I had a friend of mine who was a foreign exchange student here in America at my college from Japan. And when I went to Japan, I met up with him. We hung out. We went to the Tokyo Sky Tree. And we had some ramen and shit, and it was good. And we had some oh my god, I always forget what the fuck it's called. Sukiyaki. We had sukiyaki, which is like hot pot, but you like dip your stuff in raw egg. Fucking delicious. Anyway, small side tangent about the sukiyaki. My Japanese was nowhere near as Jozu, as good as I would have liked it to have been. Everybody was talking so fucking fast. And so we go to the fucking sukiyaki place, and the lady's describing what all these buttons on the grill do, and like what sauce is for what, and what does what, and what you should cook first, and how long things take to cook. And it was this whole big fast thing where she was talking really, really fucking fast. And what's it called? And so my buddy, my foreign exchange student buddy, just looks at me after she went off for like fucking 3 minutes, and he just looks at me and goes, "You got it right? Like, you understand? Yeah, okay, cool. Let's go now." "I did not understand." "Okay, you're tasty meat." Yes, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly. Because yeah, we're so fucking close to Mexico. We used to fucking be Mexico. But yeah, no, it's a. That was the thing when we were eating. I was like, "What do you miss the most about California, or like America in general?" And he was like, "Man, I miss having Mexican food." He was like, "You guys took me to some good ass Mexican food places. The closest thing we have here is they built a fucking Taco Bell in Tokyo, and it sucks." And I was like, "I'm so sorry." Oh fuck. So I take that for granted, and then I feel like I took that for granted just the other day when me and Cleo were hungry, and we were like, let's just pick like a random Mexican food place off of Yelp, just like a random taco place, like a random hole-in-the-wall taco place. Didn't even give a shit about like the rating or whatever. We just found the closest one, and wandered in, and it was like one of the most delicious meals I've had in my whole life. And I'm like, God damn it, that's crazy that you can just do that here. You just wander into a random taco place. We're not even in like a crazy big city or anything, you know? Not like we live in fucking San Diego or LA or anything. I take that for granted. If I ever leave California, I will take that for granted, and I'll be sad. I'll miss my tacos. See, by the way, the thing like that was tripping me up last time was that I didn't even think about this great strat that when he does that attack, you like pogo over him. Cleo showed me that because she had like done the sequence break to get to this boss early, and she didn't remember having as much trouble as I was having. So she like went onto her file and started fighting it in Godhome, and she was like, "This guy, there was like a strategy to get around this. I forget what it was." And then just from doing it a whole bunch, she eventually remembered, and then she showed me, and I was like, "Ah, there it is. Goddamn." Yeah, Tokyo Bell, dude. There was also fucking. They had Wendy's in Japan. There were like 2 of them in Tokyo. There were 2 fucking Wendy's in Japan, and oh, there we go. That's the map button. And every time I saw the fucking Wendy's in Japan, I was just thinking about like I don't know, like what the what's different here? Because the Denny's sure as shit, the Denny's I went to sure as shit was not like the same as the fucking American Denny's. So I was like, what is on this menu? And I kept seeing ads for the brand new Wendy's spaghetti. And I was like, yeah, okay, there we go. I was like, that's not in Wendy's in America. We do not have the brand new world famous Wendy's spaghetti in America, unfortunately. Kind of wish we did though. McPizza. And yes, yeah, they had, yes, Cadmus, they had fucking, it was like a brand new menu item. It was like all over the advertisements when I was in Tokyo. Like all the Wendy's ads were basically saying like, try the all new Wendy's spaghetti. And it made me think of like Jollibee. Jollibee has spaghetti. That's a Filipino fast food chain. I've never, you know what? I still have not been to Jollibee, which is wild because we have them here. I need to go to Jollibee. I need to try it out. I need to see what it's all about. I need to try some fast food spaghetti. I have not had fast food spaghetti anywhere. I've had Filipino spaghetti. I know it's different. It's like sweet. I've had Filipino spaghetti because my roommates are both Filipino, and they cook it sometimes. But I have not had the fast food spaghetti. Let me see. Where is the grub mother or whatever? That's usually like the first boss that you run into, and I'm like skipping over it. It's goddamn hilarious. Slurp down the Wendy's noodle. Be the first to try the delicious Wendy's noodles. It's probably delicious, honestly. I don't know. Japanese fast food was pretty good most of the time. You know what? Japanese food in general was fucking good. I didn't have a bad meal the whole time I was there. I'm sure that there's got to be places that stink, but this, okay, yeah, I don't know. I'm sure that there's got to be places that stink, but honestly, I don't know. I had some pretty delicious food in Japan. Gruzmother, down and to the right. Okay, let's. Okay, because I fought the fucking False Knight last night. And I was like, what the fuck? I usually fight the Gruzmother first. Like, what am I doing fighting this guy already? I don't even remember what the Gruzmother gives you. I just feel like she should be fought at this point. I feel like I'm doing things out of order. False Knight is a bitch, baby. He went down real easy. When Cleo was doing the I forget. Oh, here, yeah, there we go. Here's the Gruzmother. I forget what it was called. The False Knight like dream battle. I don't remember what he's called. But when Cleo was doing that fight for the first time, she didn't realize at first that the way that that fight works is that like, and also the False Knight boss fight works this way too, is that the armor itself has like separate HP from the little fella that when his helmet comes off, you know? Oh no! Oh, the thing emerges! Oh! So like when his helmet comes off, you have to hit him at least once for damage to like be registered. So if you only hit him while his armor is on, and you never hit him while his helmet's off, then he himself will never lose HP, and the fight will go on forever. Failed champion, thank you. Yes. So Cleo was doing the fucking failed champion, and she was using the opportunity where his helmet came off to like dream nail to get more mana, and to like and to heal. And so she wasn't hitting him. So she was just like fighting the failed champion. What am I doing? Go back. Oh, okay. I don't know. I was just going this way. Hold up. Let me get these monies first. Hold up. What was it? She was doing the failed champion without actually fighting his without actually giving hitting the actual him. Oh yeah, Sly's down here, isn't he? And she fucking... So she was just going through the cycle of getting his helmet off like 100 times. Oro, you oaf, you wield your nail like a club. Esme, how much deeper do we have to go? Oh, what? Who are you? I see, this old village. What a strange dream! To have led me down here! If you hadn't found me, I don't think I would have ever woken. Take a sippy. I am Sly. Usually I have an uneventful life up in Dirtmouth. The air in these ruins doesn't agree with me, or so I'd best be getting back. I don't know why I added or to this sentence. If you return above, come and see me. I'm probably the friendliest face left there. And I can thank you properly for your good deed. Okay. You're exploring then? Very brave. Plenty of courageous wanderers have been lost to the hunger of these old caverns. You have your nail, though, and I can tell just by looking that you know how to wield it. I like Sly. Salubra is in this village too, but you either need double jump or wall cling. Yeah. Oh, I can also open this shortcut too. What was I gonna say? And I think this is the house of the guy who fixes the signs. If anybody's not aware of that, by the way, there's a fella right at that has like a I can't reach her. There's a little fella that you have like a 1 in like something chance of seeing when you whenever you like enter the entrance of the like right where the well is in Dirtmouth, like the entrance to whatever. I forget what I forget what this fucking. What's the name? Forgotten Crossroads. Right at the entrance of the Forgotten Crossroads, where when you go down the well in Dirtmouth, there is like a 1 in something chance that a little fellow will show up, who I don't have a pass yet, do I? No. And the little fella is the mender bug, and he like every time you break a sign, he's like the canonical reason why the signs eventually get repaired, because he just goes around fixing shit. And so if you, it's kind of fucked up, but if you do like a desolate dive, every time you enter the well, then, you will like, and when you do the desolate dive on the time that he actually shows up, then you'll like instantly kill him. And when you kill him, you get a little key, and you can like open up one of those houses in that village with the key. And it's got his diary in it, and he's just like a happy little fellow who goes around fixing shit. And you fucking killed him, you monster. I totally did that in my last playthrough, by the way. Yeah. I like the Mender Bug, though. I don't think you have to kill him to get him in your Hunter's Journal, though. I think you can just, as long as you see him, he's in your Hunter's Journal. I think. I could be wrong. But, I don't remember what I was saying. I think I was talking about food in Japan. Delicious. Anyway. What was it? There was also something about being a dick in Hollow Knight. What was it that oh, yeah. I was a fool. Don't be a fool like me. I guess very late game spoilers for Hollow Knight. Apologies. But when you get to the point where your nail is fully upgraded, the nailsmith will ask you to do something. Don't do it. Don't do it. I did it for him on my first playthrough because I thought I was doing him a... He asked me to! He fucking asked me to do it! Do the Path of Pain? Absolutely. We will do the Path of Pain. I've done it before. I've done it twice. We will absolutely be doing the Path of Pain in this playthrough. I plan to do all content in this game except for... I can't promise that I'll beat the last two Pantheons. I'll do my best to beat the other ones. I cannot promise I'll beat the last two Pantheons. But I can pretty confidently say I can do all the other content in this game. So that... Beaten... Yes! Yeah, no, wait, we will definitely beat Nightmare Kingdom. I wish it wasn't a once per file thing. I know, I wish you could go back to the... I really like the Path of Pain, honestly. I was able to get to Pure Vessel. Jesus. That's gonna be the most nerve-wracking thing ever, because you know that if you fuck up, you go back. Fuck that. That's scary. That's a scary thought. That's the most nerve-wracking thing about the Pantheons. They're like the boss rush content that are part of the last DLC. They're really like nerve-wracking, at least to me. I get like so nervous. I get this thing. I don't know if there's like a name for it. This is like a legitimate problem in my life, by the way. I get this thing where how do I explain it? If I'm ever in a situation where how do I explain it? Okay, I don't think I can sequence break. I think that if I pogo, I will die there. So, okay, you know what? No, here's a good example of a time this happened to me in real life. This was awful. On my first day at my job, I was talking to what's it called? The training guy who was like giving us our day one training or whatever. What was it? He asked me who my boss was. Okay, we've already been here. He asked me who my boss was, and what was it? I had this thought just pop up immediately in my head where I said, boy, it would be really embarrassing if for some reason I forgot my boss's name. I knew my boss's name. Okay, I knew it. I knew what it was. Alright? Fucking, I had like 1 million phone calls with this guy. I had to do like 5 fucking interviews. Okay, well not 5, that's hyperbole. But I had to do like 3 fucking interviews with the dude. Okay, I knew his name. Alright? And I had already like been like, I had like several days of training with him before this like first official day. But like, because my brain was like, wouldn't it be fucked up if you forgot his name all of a sudden? Then, because of that, I forgot his name. For just like a second. And I was like, and then the guy was like laughing. He was like, oh man, don't tell your fucking boss you forgot his name. And it was like, you know, again, I knew it. But that kind of thing happens to me like a lot. Where my brain will go like, oh man, wouldn't it be terrible if you just forgot this or couldn't do this? And so that happens to me when I get to the end of the Pantheon where my brain is just like, man, you got really far in this Pantheon. Wouldn't it suck if you just like died on the last guy? And then my hands get sweaty and I get scared. I feel like you can get through this without the lantern. I've done it. No, you need the fucking... You need the lantern to get that at least. Okay, hold up. We'll come back here. We'll come back. The lantern is not technically needed? Oh, okay. That's what I thought. I thought that I've done that without the lantern before. We can get it, though. I think we have enough. Let's at least just get the thing that collects stray geo. Because that is really useful. That is so useful that I almost feel like that shouldn't have been, like, relegated to a badge. I don't know, I feel like that should have just become a latent ability. Or maybe there should have been a way to make it a latent ability. Like in the late game or something. Because it's just so useful. And it only takes one charm notch. And really the only time that you ever want to take it off is when you like... You know, when you're doing something like Nightmare King Grim where every charm notch matters and you really, really need... Oh, it's not even required to beat the game? Yeah, that sounds about right. They shouldn't have made it so Void Heart is worse than the King's Soul! Amen! You're so fucking right! Yeah, no, it's totally true. King's Soul is such a good fucking charm, and then you just have to throw it in the trash for the true ending. Oh, fuck. It's funny because there is like... There's a lot of content in the game where it's like... Yeah, maybe you want to do this while you still have the King Soul. Let's go to the worm fella. Get some money from him. Because we want as much money as possible because I wanna just buy! Let's get the worm fella. King Soul takes 5 notches, yeah. But at least it does something! Very true. Thank you, old man worm. Thank you. I love you, old man worm. Oh, look at these little fellas. Look at them! Oh, I love them, they're so happy. Yeah, all the shade heart or the void heart does is, yeah, it makes your shade docile and easier to kill, which is not even really that much of a thing, you know. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be that harsh about it, but yeah, if you're dying to your own shade, that's the problem. That's fair. That's fair. What's over here? Isn't it a GG, right? Don't you need like a rotten egg or whatever to wake him up? Oh, you need a key, first of all. You need a simple key to even get to GG. Is GG his name, or is that the Steel Soul guy? I know that GG's like... Obviously he doesn't exist in the Steel Soul run. Because, why would he? Because his whole thing is that he gets your shade back, but... There are no shades in Steel Soul. Atamatio. Oh no. Oh no. He says a different thing the first time. Ah, hello! I knew we'd meet again! How do you like my cozy little store? I've made myself pretty comfortable here. Selling old trinkets to travelers like yourself. If you're planning a trip below, I have several items that may improve your chances of survival. Wow! Okay, Gathering Swarm. Need that. Steel Ball Run. Aster, have you fucking read JoJo Part 9 yet? Has anyone here read JoJo Part 9? Or am I the only one? Because I read JoJo Part 9. That shit's good. Nope! You fool. Let's get the Master Shard, fuck it. Listen, Aster here is a dear friend of mine. But sometimes he's wrong, and by sometimes I mean whenever he's talking about the best JoJo parts. Because he ranked part 7 at the bottom of the list, and that's unforgivable. So, it's okay to be wrong, though. Equip Swarm Charm? I will. I just wanted to buy this real quick. Yeah. Part 9's good so far, though. I mean, I know there's only one chapter, but it was like 80 pages long. Whoops. We can just turn this off. Yeah, fuck it, who cares? Okay, that's good. They're gonna bring Dio back into this somehow. I know that they will. Somehow. Protag is named Jodio. That can't be a fucking coincidence. Overcharm? Do I really want to overcharm this early in the game?
Yo.
Hello, Aster. Have you come
shit.
to defend yourself?
My nickname shows up differently too. Hold on.
Wow.
I didn't know that it did that. Oh, that's interesting.
Hold up. Let me see. Can you all hear Aster loud and clear? Hope that you
I'll
can.
be right back.
You motherfucker. I see his audio coming up on the thing, so I know that I didn't fuck up this time. I've had many a stream where I've fucked up and accidentally had people join via Discord, and then all of a sudden you can't hear them on the other end. Oh,
There
you've
you go.
committed crimes
my
against Skyrim inner people. What say you in defense? Wow. Let me see. Where am I going? They are once again yelling at the dog. And I once again feel like the dog has done something to deserve it. I think we go to Green Path next, right? I forget.
Yeah, that's the next level.
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember where that's at, but we'll figure it out.
I think it's out like up and left, right?
Maybe?
Why are you listening to me? I haven't played this game. You know that.
You haven't? I don't know.
I've told you.
Why did I think that you had? Green path is upper left. You were right by accident somehow.
No, I said right.
Oh. Well. Upper left. Don't we have to fucking like... Okay, well, we'll see. Oh, fuck, whoops. I don't remember what's that way with the dark room. I think it's... Doesn't that take you to the lady with the no eyes or whatever? I think that's what that takes you to.
I thought that was the spider boss.
I remember. Wait, have you played this?
No. Stop believing me.
You're fucking with me. You're, what's his name? Video Game Olympics, man. You're Jeff Keighleying me, and I'm Angry Joe. He's fucking with me. Final Fantasy did come out this year.
Was that the Christmas party we had that you were talking about that story?
I don't remember. But that clip like lives rent free in my head.
You talked about it at multiple hangouts.
It's really funny. It's like the Emperor's New Groove. Like he walks in front of his own video. He says that cause he's like trying to epically own Jeff Keighley, but Jeff Keighley just like effortlessly fucking slaps him around. It's funny. I have nothing against Angry Joe, I just think that video's funny. Nothing at all against the guy.
I don't know anything about Hollow Knight. Like anything at all.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, now you know that it's a good game. That's all you need to know.
Well,
It's a Metroidvania.
I haven't played it, so I can't really say that.
No,
So.
no, you don't need to play it. It's fine. Do you like Metroidvanias?
Uh, honestly, I do like a lot.
Okay.
I don't know if this is okay. I played like half of Blasphemous, and I fucking love that game.
Yeah.
But
You know they're making a
I also
Blasphemous too.
I also hit a point where I kind of disagreed enough with the
Design choices.
game
Yeah.
design choices. Yeah, that like I was like I just can't finish this anymore.
I saw the
can't
game
go.
through to the end, but I also agree with you. There was a lot of stuff where I was like, like just a couple of minor adjustments and this could be like fucking perfect.
Yeah, and that's the thing is that it wasn't even like
It's not even like terrible. It's just
it wasn't terrible. It wasn't like
not even really
it wasn't something
bad.
extreme. Like a small tweak here and there, and it could have been perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Personally,
That's why it's so frustrating.
Yes, and that makes it more angry. Like
Yeah.
that makes me more angry about it. Yeah. But like even
Oh fuck.
I don't know if this counts. Was it Mega Man X7? I want to say. I'm probably thinking of 6.
Was that like a Metroidvania? I don't remember. I haven't played the later X games, honestly.
More to well, I mean, it kind of looks a lot like this, but I mean, it's in the intention of like you pick a level. It's kind of like this, you know, your platform attacking and all that, but at the end and so
You
on.
get like your power-ups and shit.
Yeah, you get your power-ups at the end of the stage and stuff, and
Yeah.
it's almost like a step down or a step away.
Yeah, because you like
from
pick
it.
the specific level.
I just love so much of the sprite animation, the like again, similar thing. Level design is like almost there, just minor tweaks here and there because it's too hard for like no reason.
Yeah, I feel
But
that.
you actually like if you haven't really seen much of the later X series, you really got to look at the animation for 6.
Oh,
It
yeah?
looks shockingly good. It is one of the best examples that I can personally think of 2D animation.
Oh, I
Sprite
bet.
animation.
I feel yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Capcom
It's
was really
also
knocking it out of the park at that time.
it's like I played it the other day just to like play just a little.
Yeah.
It still blew me away how amazing it looks. And then
Oh, Hornet.
I tried some of 7, and
Isn't
they
7 like
swapped
the
to
worst one?
3D. Yes, yes, they swapped to 3D. The controls suck.
I'm so sorry.
But yeah.
I've played the shit out of Mega Man X1, and no matter how many times I play that game, I'm still very confused as to why I don't know if you've ever played Mega Man X1, but the dash move is like locked behind I think the ice level, and you can pick the levels in any order that you want, but the dash move is so useful that I don't understand why anyone wouldn't just play that level first and just immediately get the dash. Because I can't even picture that game without the dash. If I feel naked without the dash in Mega Man X.
I'm pretty sure I played like, alright, like at least played some of. I don't think I've ever finished any of them, but I played some of all of them. I think.
I've beaten Mega Man X1. I think I've played X2 like a little bit, but I've never beaten it. I've beaten Mega Man 2. I have that physically. I've beaten Mega Man 3. I've beaten Mega Man 4. And those are the only ones I've beaten. Cause I had physical cartridges of those, and I just played them a lot as a kid. Fuck. Mega Man 2 is like the easiest one though, so that's like hardly even an accomplishment. Everybody could beat Mega Man 2.
It's another Metroidvania game you can think of.
I mean like Super Metroid.
Well, okay, like if you want to be like a spot on with that, alright.
Or like Symphony of the Night. Those are like the two that really define the genre.
Yeah.
But But let me
I don't
think.
know. I like this kind of thing. Again, like I'd like to play other stuff like Blasphemous and all that, but it's I don't know. It's another. It's funny enough. I can because of how much I've played games or how much I love games like Fire Emblem, for example,
Yeah.
that I could really pick those apart.
Yeah.
I can really tell you like when one lands and one doesn't, like another game like in the genre,
Yeah.
because of how much I've done it, because of how much I like it. Similar thing with Metroidvania games. I haven't really played like too much of those, but I also like them enough and I can understand them enough from a design perspective that
Yeah, you know what you
I
like
can
about
tell when
him.
it's like when it's a hit for me or when it's not.
Yeah. Have you ever played Axiom Verge?
Don't know what that is.
That's one of the that's one of those indie Metroidvania games that like it really leaned into the Metroid aspect of Metroidvania. It's very like sci-fi.
Oh, this looks crazy.
Yeah, Axiom Verge and Axiom. There was an Axiom Verge 2 actually. I haven't played either of them, but that's one of the ones that people say is like one of the best. People really like that.
I mean,
one.
the doors are like exactly out of Metroid.
Yeah, yeah. No, it really takes the.
Now.
It's like you know how Shovel Knight was basically just a fucking like a Mega Man game, almost with like what's it called? Like the pogo move from DuckTales.
Yeah. This looks cool though. Interesting.
Yeah. Let's get the Hunter's Journal. Oh my god, look at this scary guy. It's definitely gonna be a boss fight, right? Nope. Tiny Squib, you approach fearless. Are you a hunter like me? Do you feel the urge inside to stalk, to kill, to understand? Then take it, my journal. It will aid you. At first, the text may seem difficult to discern, but a learned hunter will come to understand its words. Venture the depths of this land and slay its beast. Prove yourself worthy to bear the mark of the hunter. We're gonna try and fill out the whole hunter's journal. You get a thingy for it.
I just remember way back you and one of our other buddies talking about Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
And you were straight up like talking about like you know you spoilered it. Or you put a like spoiler warning on it, both of you guys. You know, so, like nobody should read this, like with you know, because if you haven't played it, right?
And then of course you read it. Yes.
Yes, of course. Like
As
I
you
like I
always
do
do
with all spoilers.
Yeah.
I always do. It sounded very, very like full of depth and passion and like drama and these like really character-driven story.
Yes.
And you just killed a mosquito and you're running around on a platform.
Yeah. No, it definitely is. Listen. There's a lot of fucking lore in these games. There's a lot. It's very much like the Souls kind of series in that aspect.
Isn't there like a huge like is it like a huge bug with like a bunch of grubs like all around him and you're like finding the grubs?
Yeah. The Grub Father.
Oh, speaking of grubs.
Fuck. Yes, exactly.
I forgot you do that every time you get a grub.
You free them.
No, I'm talking about your reaction to them.
What?
Didn't you just say like "fuck you" to the grub?
No. What?
Oh, just from I mean that's the delay.
Is that how it's synced up? No, I love the grubs. I would never say "fuck you" to a grub. I love them.
It perfectly synced up to you attacking the grub and being like "fuck you."
No. I love the grubs. They're the best. I have a little grub plushie, and it speaks. You squeeze him, and he makes noises.
I don't know if because I know I'm pretty sure it was Ina that way back by now played Hollow Knight 2.
Oh.
And whenever the grubs would come up, she would also make the grub sounds, and it filled my heart with joy.
That's wonderful. I love that.
It's yes. the weight of my heart is a voice very often times. I'm a very simple man.
I feel like it's not a bad thing or anything, but a lot of the Hololive like English Gen 1 girls are like taking a lot more breaks. I actually would think that's a good thing, honestly.
I would think that's a good thing as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. It seems like they're working on a lot of like bigger projects, and I don't know. I guess it's good that they have the freedom to be able to take breaks and shit, because they take a lot of hiatuses and stuff. It seems. Because I'm constantly seeing like stuff that's like, ah, Ina's back. Ah, Gura's back. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize they left, but that's good.
There's a clip recently
Uh-huh.
of Callie talking about how her door, it's apparently it's one of those doors that has like 2 locks on them, right? However,
Is this the thing about the sofa?
no, something else.
Oh, okay. Okay.
See, her door has the 2 locks, but whoever like was doing the construction on the door fucked up.
Oh no.
So there's 2 locks on the outside and 1 on the inside, and so in theory you could get locked in, and that's exactly what happened to her.
No.
So she literally got locked in, and some neighbors, luckily, when she was like by the door and was trying to like get out, used the little intercom thingy, and was like greeting them, and she could tell that they were saying something like, "Oh, you know, we're new, and we're just trying to like say hello to everybody." And she was like, "Oh, thank God! Please let me out. There's a key like right here." Except that she couldn't communicate properly because of the language barrier.
Oh
And
no!
so all they understood was, "I can't get out." So they were like, "Oh, you can't get out right now? Okay, cool. We'll just come back later and talk to you later."
No!
And they left.
That's horrible.
It was so fucking funny.
She was just stuck there, huh?
Yeah, she was just stuck inside of her own house. Eventually, some of like staff who was there earlier came back and let her out, and they will never let that go.
She has one of those like big doorways that like big traditional Japanese houses have. They have like the big gateway into the front yard. I don't know if you've ever seen those.
I have, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That's fucking wild to me. She told a story where she said that she tried to buy a couch in time for the offline collab with all the English girls, and the delivery guy was just like, "Nope, couch won't fit through your big doorway thing." And she was like, "I don't know, I feel like it will." And he was just like, "Nope, couch won't fit."
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, and so they were like trying to figure out what the fuck they were gonna do about it. Oh fuck, damn it! And then eventually, she was like, "Okay, well, if the couch won't fit," and they were like being assholes about it or something. So she was basically like, "Okay, well, if the couch won't fit, oh, that's what it was. They said that they wanted to get like a crane. They were like, we could just leave this couch in front of your house for a couple days and then like rent a crane for a couple $100 and use the crane to get it in." And she was like, "No. I swear to God, this couch will fit if you just try." And they just refused. So she was like, "Okay, you know what? I'll buy a smaller couch then. I'm gonna cancel the order." And she said that the look that they gave her was like she had just told them to go like murder their family member or something. They looked like so disappointed and dead inside and upset. They're like, what? And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna cancel the order. They're like, no, just rent the crane. I would have canceled too. Fuck that.
Fuck that.
I would not deal with that. I already dealt with when I bought a couch used. It's the couch that's in my house right now. Bought this couch, and because it was like, well, not really used, but like, you know, open. Basically like open box, but for furniture. I guess like same thing as used. I guess I don't know, semantics, whatever. I bought this couch used, which meant that the furniture stores, like their regular delivery service, couldn't do it. They couldn't deliver it because like they only cover like brand new furniture. Because I guess they have to be like liable or whatever. And it's I guess it's difficult to be liable for shit that's already used. It might already have like wear and tear on it and stuff. So so yeah, but they have like it's almost like Uber, but just for furniture delivery. It's like an app. It was like a third-party app. It wasn't like their own thing, and they were just like, if you just fill the shit out on this app, then like they'll pick it up from the store, and they'll give you like an accurate quote before you even like leave. Like before you purchase like we'll let you get a quote from these people before like you sign anything to agree to buy the furniture. And I was like, that sounds like a good deal. All right. And I did it, and it was easy, and there was like an app. I got my quote, and it was accurate. It was all fine. It was something like, it was a big couch, and the delivery was something like, I don't know, like $60 or something.
That's an amazing deal for that size of a couch, because I've seen it.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I was like, all right.
That's really good, yeah.
It didn't include them bringing it into the house, but they did it anyway, which was pretty dope. Yeah, it was supposed to. They were only supposed to let it out of the truck, and then I was supposed to be responsible for getting it into the house. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll figure that out later. But when I got there, the guy just like didn't give a shit. He was just like, no, who cares? I'll take it in. I was like, are you serious? I didn't pay for that. And he was like, don't worry about it. It was awesome. And my mom bought a used couch from the same place, or used something. I think it was like a love seat or whatever. She bought used furniture from the same place, and she just like did not trust this third-party app. She was like, no, I won't download some separate app. I don't want to do that. And I don't remember how, I think she had to like hire somebody. She had to like hire somebody, like a moving service or whatever. And it cost her like $150. And she was really upset when she found out I paid $60 for that app she didn't want to download.
You don't understand how frustrating it is to deal with like, not to call your mom old, but like, you know, older crowd people in general with technology. When it's like, it's like they arbitrarily decide like what to trust and what not to trust. Because like, when you want them to trust the thing, they just refuse. They would rather die than trust something that you're suggesting.
It was so funny.
And then they trust all the sorts of shady shit that like destroys their device. And they're like, what? This seemed reliable. Like, it seemed convenient. It seemed trustworthy. And it's like, if you don't listen to me when I need you to, and then...
I thought it was so funny, because I was just like, I don't know, I was almost like, at that point I was almost like, you should have just taken me with you, Mom. I would have filled the stupid app out for you. It was really easy to do. It was like just as easy as ordering a fucking Uber. Like, it wasn't hard. So I don't know, man. I thought it was funny. I think it was because, you know what it was? It was because the sales rep couldn't legally like fill out the form for you because it was like a third-party app.
Mm-hmm.
But like, the lady was so nice. I think she even got the same fucking sales rep as me. The lady was so nice and like was, you know, if I wanted it, she totally would have like just sat there and explained to me how to fill the thing out. Even though she couldn't fill it out herself. She totally would have just like stayed there. But I was like, ah, no, I know what I'm doing. But she totally would have. And she totally could have done the same thing for my mom. And you know, those people work on commission, so they're always like, Grandma, I don't trust this NordVPN. Also, Grandma, $1,000 for free. Tell me more. But yeah, no, she fucking like they totally would have helped her with this. So I really don't understand. Like, she was just like, I didn't trust it because the lady wouldn't fill it out herself. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Mom? I don't know. Whatever, I saved like $100. It was cash. And it's a good sofa, too. I quite like that sofa.
You know,
and I like the fact that it's so big, it's so easy for me to just tell people, like, oh, you can just sleep on the couch.
it is a comfortable couch.
It's so comfy. The other day...
Never mind that I slept on the floor the other day, but...
The other day, everybody was getting their hair cut in my house. Like, my roommates had, like, a bunch of family members over that were all taking turns getting their hair cut, because we have a friend that cuts hair. And, one of my roommate's little brother was, like, falling asleep where he was sitting. And so it was nice. It was nice that I could just be like, oh, dude, you know, I got a whole big ass couch over there I'm not using right now. You can just go over there and fall asleep on it. I don't give a shit.
You know, next time my hair like fully grows out, I should ask our buddy to like cut mine and see what she does with it. Cause like,
yeah,
I'm still interested in like seeing what I could do to like kind of style it or something.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Their input. Yeah.
Just go with that kind of thing. Fuck. What was it? I just got some like loose ends cut out. I'm growing my hair out right now. IRL. I'll feel pretty happy the day that I can put it up in a ponytail, just like my Vtuber IRL. Million, not 1,000. I forgot a zero. The lady couldn't fill it out for herself because that would be forgery. Yes, exactly. No, that's what I was telling my mom. I was like, Mom, it was like a third-party app. Like, she can't fucking do that for you. Like, but it would have been so easy. She would have helped you.
Dude, you don't understand how often at my work, people like, demand that I like fill their shit out for them. When it's like, it's literally your personal information. What do you mean? Do you want me to guess who you are? Dude, people are so willing to give me all their account shit that I'm not supposed to handle.
Oh, that's scary.
Just because they don't want to fill their own stuff out. It's like, how can you... It's like, I mean, cool that you're like, you know... trusting me with this, but like at the same time, it's like, how can you just let this information go to like a guy that you don't know?
Yeah, I think honestly,
you're too lazy to fill this stuff.
It's the kind of thing of like, so many people just don't take like, especially like internet security and all the private information that you know, people are so easily willing to give away. People don't take that as seriously as they should. I really respect, like, I think it's so weird. Like, say what you will or whatever about Zentreya as a streamer. I actually don't know too much about her, if I'm being real. But like, she seems cool. But like, people think it's so weird because she's basically stated the reason why she doesn't speak is not like due to any kind of disability or anything. It is literally just because she doesn't want anyone to know her IRL like identity. She just takes her privacy very seriously. And people think that is so weird. And I'm so confused why anyone thinks that's weird in like this fucking modern age that we live in. Like, it's weird that you want to fucking have a little bit of anonymity? Are you serious? It's scary.
I think we've come to a point that people kind of forgot that like part of the original appeal about like a VTuber was the anonymity.
Right? And Zen is just like, yeah, I don't want anyone to recognize my voice. That's the most reasonable fucking thing I've ever heard. And people are always like, oh, that's weird.
Fucking Dashy.
Say what you will about pedophiles, at least they slow down in school, so. Goddamn. Oh, fuck. You know what? I was almost abducted by a man when I was in middle school, and he slowed down to follow me, but then he sped up really fast. So I don't think he was respecting the speed limit at the end there. So I don't think, you know, I don't think we can even say that the pedophiles are abiding by the speed limits in school zones. I'm sorry. I have anecdotal evidence. I don't remember where to go.
You want to hear something funny that's happened a little too often?
Uh-huh.
I'll be vague about this. It doesn't really matter, but
Yeah.
at my work, it has happened more than once that somebody will give me a device, right?
Uh-huh.
And they'll be like, it has a problem. Never mind the obvious physical damage. That's not the problem I'm here for. It has a different problem. It's like okay, sure. And they're like, can you fix that? And I'm like, sure. Or like, oh, like maybe I could fix that problem that you're talking about. But I absolutely cannot do that without also fixing the very obvious, like, you know, damage that's like right here, like blurring in front of us.
A gigantic crack
like,
in your fucking screen.
And they're like, yeah, I don't want to get that fixed. I just want to get the inside fixed. And it's like, how do you think I'm gonna get in here? And what's worse is that I explain, look, buddy, the only way I can get in is through this broken thing already. So if it's broken, if I move that, it's gonna break more.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna fix this if you're not gonna fix both, okay? You know, you follow?
Yeah.
And they're like, okay. But can you only fix the one thing and not the other? And I'm just like, no, I can't.
Hello, Tin.
I'm going to get Dusk copyright striked right now.
No!
The power of Big Mouse. Here we go.
What's Big Mouse?
Let it go.
No! Oh, he just did the one verse. Well, not even a verse. He just did the one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Am I vlogging now?
I was like, maybe he really does get
am I-
copyright.
That happened to a big Twitch streamer. He was like talking about a song that got somebody VOD muted, and because he was talking about it, he sang like one verse of the lyrics just like jokingly, and that got him VOD muted.
Oh.
That happened. I forget who that was, but that happened to somebody.
I think it was Dusk VTuber.
No.
Let it go.
No.
Let it go.
No.
Alright, I'll see you guys later.
So, yeah.
He just came to fucking drive by mute me.
He was I don't know if he did it by accident,
Uh-huh.
but earlier I was streaming too.
Uh-huh.
And I think he was gonna, I don't know if he was gonna do the same thing, but he also jumped in call and then jumped out immediately. So they didn't even say anything. They just jumped in and out. Also, really fucking funny thing happened.
Uh-huh.
somebody actually new came by to talk.
Oh, wow.
And they actually stuck around for most of the stream. It was
Oh,
pretty
hell
cool. But one of the
yeah.
funny things that happened during that, because I was playing Elden Ring and I was fighting Estelle,
Yes.
and I was mentioning like some of my experience with the Soulsborne stuff, and I mentioned how like I refuse to parry in that game, not because I can't, but because I don't want to. I just dodge everything.
Yeah.
And they laughed and said I was a Giga Chad. Who does that?
Giga Chad. It is, honestly, it is like, it's very much Sigma male grind set. It's not that I can't parry, it's that I simply refuse. Oh, hold up. You're fine, Dusk. His singing is so bad Disney wouldn't be able to recognize the song. Jesus, Dashy. You just got roasted, Tin, even though you're not here anymore.
I beat Estelle today, by the way, too.
Oh, that's good.
It's like 14 deaths or something.
I don't remember how many tries he took me. I'm at the final boss right now.
Ooh, congratulations.
Yes.
You finished Elden Ring.
No, not yet. I gotta beat him.
No, you finished Elden Ring. You got
No. No.
Over. Congratulations.
I have to beat Radagon. I know that he has like a... I know that technically there's a boss after Radagon, but it's like a twofer deal. You gotta fight one. What?
I'm sure this will give you... I don't know where I'm going with this, but anyways, I reworked my build.
Uh-huh.
I am now using Nagakiba, and
what is that? A katana?
Yes, it is the Sephiroth katana.
Oh, okay.
And I am combining that with bloodhounds, or like
the flash step thing.
The flash step thing, but it's like bloodhound or something like that.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I still have that. That's what I have right now.
And I set that up as like a blood element thing instead of like dexterity or something like that.
Yeah.
So I can boost my bleed chance with that.
I have that on the Uchi katana, which I think is the most blood buildup you can have with a katana. It does not matter for the final boss, however, because the final boss is immune to bleed. So I switched to Melania's katana.
Also, a funny thing.
Uh-huh.
When I was fighting Estelle with my like Moonveil build, Tin pointed out this out too. I was very low on health. I think I had like 20 something, like early 20s vigor.
Yeah.
And somebody commented, "Why is your health so low? You're fighting Estelle." And then I told them, "Well, if I don't get hit, then it doesn't matter."
Based.
And I beat Estelle that way. So there you go.
That's how you got to do it.
Yep.
No, I had that. I still think about that a lot. I got to like one of the Godskin nobles like way earlier than I was supposed to. And the Godskin Noble was killing me in like 1 to 2 hits or whatever. But I had a lot of souls in there and I didn't want to lose them. So I just like got this thought in my head where I was like, well, I won't lose if I just don't get hit. And that's exactly what I did. I just beat him. I kept on fighting him until I did it like perfectly. It took me like a bazillion tries, but I won. Sit up a little bit. Oh fuck. Oh. Bought a bunch of stickers in Japan that I put all over my water bottle. I got a Kobeni sticker on my water bottle now, and I bought that when I was hanging out with my friend, the foreign exchange student friend, and he has not read the Chainsaw Man manga. He only watches the anime. So when he saw me buy the Kobeni sticker, he said, "Why did you buy that?" And I said, "You'll see."
Why did you buy that?
Yeah, When I was like buying other like character merch, he was like, "Oh yeah, I like that character. That's cool." But then when I bought the Kobeni thing, he was just like, "Why did you do that?"
Do they watch Chainsaw Man? Do
He
they
watches
like anime?
Chainsaw Man, but he's like anime only. I was like, you'll see why Kobeni's the best very soon when season 2 hits or whatever. I mean, she does have a pretty good moment when she fights the snake girl or whatever.
Oh, I full on loved Kobeni since the start.
Me too. I know that most people don't though. Most people that it took until later. I remember I saw somebody on Twitter say that like if you're wondering why people love Kobeni just based on like her first appearance in the manga, it took until much later for the rest of it, for us manga readers to like Kobeni. And I think I replied with something like, "Speak for yourself. I was Kobeni ride or die the moment I saw her." And I just remember the guy replied to me like, "I'm trying to help you." I'm trying to help your point here, man. It's true. I love Kobeni. It's the best of all the Chainsaw Man characters.
Well, I think you're confusing her with Makima. Don't forget.
No. No, Makima is definitely an interesting character, but no, Kobeni is number one.
Gotta bark for the queen.
I don't want to. No. You can't make me. I refuse. I refuse to bark.
I just wanna to mention this out, Dashi, just so you can picture this. A bunch of us, one time when we all hung out, we put Chainsaw Man on, and Kobeni, not Kobeni, fucking because you're talking about Kobeni.
Right.
Makima showed up, and a lot of us started barking like loudly, including me, at the screen.
And as you can imagine, I had a big old sourpuss on my face. I was disappointed. I was disappointed in that moment to be friends with you all. We also watched Jason X that night though, so it all washed away.
If you saw who I follow and the Makima content that I would see, you'd be very disappointed.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Do you legitimately really like Makima? It's fine if you do.
It's it's a bit. It's a bit.
I mean, she is like very purposefully drawn to be like conventionally attractive. There's that interview where Fujimoto said that he purposefully puts more effort into drawing Makima than any other character, and it very much comes through in the manga.
I mean, I guess I do like her, like her character and everything. And I do like her design sometimes, but compared to like say Kobeni, I just like Kobeni so much more.
I love Kobeni. I just wanna give her an ice cream and tell her everything will be okay. That's all I ever want. I just want Kobeni to be happy. I wonder if Chainsaw Man will have a happy ending, honestly.
I was trying to pull up some shots right now that would disappoint you, but I cannot find them. I should have saved them as they come up, but I am foolishly underprepared as always.
Cause I know like Kentaro Miura had stated when he was alive that I think he said something along the lines of like, I couldn't bring myself to have Guts' story end in tragedy. Oh. Bark, bark. He said something like that, something along the lines of like that Berserk would have somewhat of a happy ending.
Oh, how fitting! You just got an ad on your channel for Metroid.
Oh my god. What, for the Metroid Prime?
Yeah,
Wow.
for the remake.
Wow.
Remaster, I guess.
What the fuck?
God, I'm pretty sure, like, tucked away in my closet somewhere, I still have my original GameCube copy.
Wow, really? I think that's actually worth something.
Oh, really?
I think.
I'd
I
have
can't remember.
to. I'd have to look again. I'm pretty sure I have that version where it's the GameCube game disc, and then it's the demo disc of the one that comes after. Is it
Echoes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it is the demo disc. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So yeah, I just have that. I'd have to look again to be sure, but I'm pretty sure I still do.
That's fucking dope.
Which, you know, I actually still have my original GameCube. I'm pretty sure it still works.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
think my memory cards work anymore, but like the console, I'm pretty sure is okay.
I think memory cards are easy to get. I think you can still get those. And memory cards are not region locked, by the way. But it's kind of fucked. Okay, I need to be able to swim in acid to get that. What was it? The thing that's kind of fucked with GameCube is that when you play a Japanese GameCube game and save on your memory card, then it formats the memory card to Japanese format, and it like erases all your US data.
Oh.
So you could use a memory card from anywhere, but as soon as you save game data from a certain region, it like reformats your memory card to that region only.
Surprisingly, a new original memory card at 251 is $40.
That's not that bad. It's not great though.
A 1024 one from a third party is $20.
Oh, there you go. I don't know if because I know PS2 has this. There's a weird thing where third-party memory cards on the PS2, there's like specific games that are not supported with them. It's very strange.
I learned that firsthand.
Oh, what game were you trying to play?
It was Metal Gear 3, I want to say.
That's fucked.
It was one of the Metal Gears, and I'm pretty sure it was 3. So, also let me explain to you what happened, because this is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I still have my original PS2 memory card.
Wow.
I thought it didn't work, so I bought a third-party one, which had a colossal size, and I was playing other games with it, and it was working flawlessly, and I was happy. And then I tried playing Metal Gear 3, and then it threw a big old "there's no PS2 memory card inserted, so you can't play the game. Fuck off." And then I popped open my original memory card, cleaned off the contacts, and it worked just fine.
Hell yeah.
Sometimes I had to, like, when I started up the game, had to take the card out and then put it back in, and then it worked for whatever reason. So it's probably still giving out, but you know, it's still
chugging
going
along. That's good.
But, like, the funny thing with that is like, even though I went through all that to get it to work, when I went to save, it still lets me use my third party, and it still loads perfectly fine from the third party card.
What?
So it works perfectly okay. It just has like some sort of check, which it has to specifically be looking for a PS2 memory card on purpose.
Yes.
At that point. Because if it's operating with the hardware perfectly fine like that, then they just tossed in an extra line that explicitly looks for that same, I guess, signature.
Yeah,
an authentic one has.
It's like fucking DRM practically.
Which
Kingdom Hearts 2 has it too.
Oh really?
I don't think the first Kingdom Hearts does, but I know for a fact that Kingdom Hearts 2, you need to have a Sony memory card to use, which is stupid.
Yeah, it's so dumb, because it's like, if you don't like build that in to games in general. Because like say in the case of like all PS2 games were like that, it'd be like, okay, well, it's still dumb, but like that's just how it is. They're all like that.
Yeah.
But the majority of them, except for a very select few, they had to have gone out of their way to do that, and that to me is worse.
Yeah, that's what pisses me off.
Yeah.
It's fucked. I hate it. I'm sorry if I'm going in circles. I'm not exactly sure. Remember where I need to go, but I think I'm back on the right track.
Didn't even realize what was happening.
It's okay. That's part of these games is exploration. It's been a couple years since I've replayed Hollow Knight, so I fucking forgot.
I gotta tell you. Just because now, because I haven't played Elden Ring in months, actually, honestly. So
Yeah.
today's my first time in a while.
Yeah.
And now that I beat Estelle, I was like, all right, the world is my oyster. Where am I gonna go? And I just sat there looking at the map, and for a moment, I considered just turning off the game because it was so much that for a little bit there, I was just like overwhelmed with like, oh, this is too much.
Oh, here he is. Here's Zote. I could let him die, but I can't. I can't do it.
Who?
His name is Zote. He's like the meanest character in the game. He's like a total dick, but I love him. So I can't get that achievement for letting him die. I have to save him. So we're gonna save him. We're gonna save him, boys. What was I gonna say?
Wait, Dusk.
Yeah.
Remember what Scar says.
What does Scar say?
Long live the king.
No! No! I love Zote. I love him. He's a horrible, incompetent asshole, but I love him so much. He's like my favorite character in this fucking game. There's a point in the game, way late in the game, where he comes up with like 99 precepts to live your life by, and he has you can sit there and go through the dialogue of him to tell you all 99, and there are 99 unique pieces of dialogue. You can just sit there.
Are you serious?
Yes. And he just gives you all these tips to live your life by. And it's the funniest thing. I sat through all of them.
You did?
Yes, I sat through the whole thing. And I had a big smile on my face the whole time. I know Zote's an asshole, but I love him. He's my favorite. Oh fuck. Plus there's secret bosses that you wouldn't have access to unless you save Zote. So and Dashi mentioned it earlier, but if you let Zote die, I think some of the boss rushes later in the game are easier, because I think they don't include those mini bosses. So yeah, I just saved his life, and he's like, "Oh, what do you think you're doing? You dare to come between me and my prey? Is it a habit of yours to scurry about, getting in the way and causing bother? Know this, cur. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Cross me again, and you'll find out why they call my weapon Life Ender. What are you still bothering me for? I'm a knight. I'm not interested in your childish games. I need my rest. Begone, lest I draw my nail." I love this man. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that when I beat Melania on stream, I literally had the same exact thing happen to me, Mario, that happened to you. Where I just after I finally beat Melania, where like the last month of Elden Ring was nothing but beat Melania simulator, and then all of a sudden I beat her, and I just like looked at the map and I was like, what do I do again? Where do I go? What was I doing in this game? And I did pretty much just turn the game off at that point for a little bit, because I just didn't know what to do.
Alright, I gotta get going.
No worries. Thanks for stopping by.
I'll see you. Have a good one, Dashi.
Bye bye. Have a good one, man. No. He's about to die. I don't need a heal. Okay, I need a heal. Fuck this. I need a heal. I need a heal. I'm scared. I was like, I don't need a heal. He's gonna die in like one hit. Fuck. See, I would have died. I would have died there if I didn't heal. And he did die in one more hit. I was right. I love you, Wormy. We're on the right track now. I'm sorry that I like circled around, but that's the Metroidvania experience, guys. Okay? That's how you play these games. You get fucking lost. Like right now, where I literally went back where I came from. Like a fool. Like a damn fool. Oh, give me this Geo. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, there's two of them. I forgot about that. Oh, shit, I am so low on health. I'm scared. I'm scared. Is there a bench nearby? No. But there's some easy enemies. Okay, there we go. Let me heal a little bit and then I'll fight the two guys. I'm scared. I want the dash, goddammit. Isn't that the next thing I get, I think? I fucking hope it is. I want that fucking dash so bad. Like I said, I feel naked without it, man. Shit, man. Speaking of naked, hold up. I gotta take my fucking shirt off. My roommate's turned the heater on. Because the fucking... The rest of the house is really cold. But this office room that I stream out of kind of like retains heat pretty good. So it's like... When the heater's on, it's fucking hot in here. The arm warmers are staying on, though. That's the last resort. I keep those on. I hope you know that that as a femboy VTuber, this VTubing thing makes it so that, you know, I don't have to shave every day. Even though I would probably feel a lot better about myself if I did shave every day, but I don't have to shave every day. But I'm gonna let you know, just about every stream I do, I have cute little arm warmers on. I mean that. I have like 20 of them. I have them in all kinds of colors. I've even got rainbow ones. They're adorable. And unless it's really hot, then the cute arm warmers stay on. And if it's cold enough, I do have programmer socks that match the arm warmers. Every pair of arm warmers I have matching programmer socks. But this room is too hot for programmer socks. So it's arm warmers only today. I also don't know if this is TMI, but I used the hair removal cream the other day, which comes in handy, but I accidentally got some of it on my nipples. It burned. It hurt. It hurts. Don't get hair removal cream on your nipples, kids. Don't do it. It hurts really bad. Those creams are not meant for sensitive areas. Even the ones that are meant for sensitive areas, usually I don't think you're supposed to put them on your nipples. If I'm not mistaken. But, was that a stag station? No shit. No. Or was it, yeah. Yeah, them's is the brakes. Hair removal creams are a fucking godsend, though. They're so much more convenient than shaving. And they, like, smoother your skin, too. It feels nice. I like them. Let's go buy some shit at Dirtmouth real quick. What was it, Only thing with hair removal creams, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will give this advice out to all of those who wish to be hairless. Till the day I fucking die. But when you use a hair removal cream, always test it first on your skin. Just in case you've got sensitive skin. Especially if you know you have sensitive skin. Test it on your skin. Because not every hair removal cream is going to agree with your skin. You just put a little bit on there. Just a tiny little bit. Right? We're going to get a simple key. You just put just a little tiny bit on there. See how your skin reacts. Leave it on for whatever the maximum amount of time that it tells you to leave it on. Or until it starts, if it starts burning or whatever, don't leave it on longer. Like, leave it on for the maximum amount of time that it tells you can leave it on. Wash it off. And see if it feels like, if it irritates your skin. If it doesn't irritate your skin, then you're good. But give it a while. Do that on like a test day. You there, why are you skulking around in the shadows? Yes, your eyes do not deceive you. I am Zote the Mighty, a knight of great renown. Tremble before me. While you were hiding in your dingy little village, I ventured into the dark pit below and slew a great beast. It had sharp mandibles and atrocious manners. Yes, yes, all glory to me. But I don't have time for your adulation. I must rest and prepare for my next journey down. I love Zote. But yeah, anyway, do it as like a test day. Put a little bit on there. Put it for the maximum amount of time. Wait and see. Give it a couple hours. If your skin has not been irritated, then you're good. But don't put it on like sensitive parts of your skin, you know? If you've got parts of your skin that you know are like easily irritable, make sure it doesn't get there. Don't be a dumbass like me. Don't get it on your nipples. That shit hurts. Alright? Let me see. Oh, okay. If I... There's like the little thingy down here, I think, that we can open. There's like a little, I don't want to say bridge, but like there's a shortcut we can open here, alright? Let's open that shortcut, huh? Anyway. There we go. I fucking love this game so much. I put so many fucking hours into this game. I love the shit out of this fucking game. And it's very inspirational. Tomorrow, either tomorrow, before... I have some plans later in the day tomorrow. But before that, and possibly also early Sunday, I'm going to try and work on some game development stuff. I'm hoping... I'm trying to find the motivation, honestly. It's very difficult for me. I'm not trying to like, woe is me here. Because genuinely, I think that wallowing and sitting around in like the doomer mentality, obviously, is not good for you. Don't fall into that trap. Don't fall into that spiral. Alright? You should aspire. Take better care of yourself. Because you deserve it. Alright? So I'm trying to do my best to take care of myself. And it's very difficult for me to find the inspiration. And then it's like a self-defeating cycle. Where I don't have the inspiration to work on things, and then because I'm not working on things, I feel shitty about the way that I'm spending my time. And it just, these two things like feed into each other. You feel worse the less you're doing, and the less that you do, you know, the more you feel worse, and the more you feel worse, the less you do. It sucks. That's how it is. But it doesn't have to be like that. I'm trying to work on it. I'm trying to just work on stuff. I really do think a big part of it, honestly, Not to just, like, place blame everywhere. But a big part of it definitely is just how exhausted I feel after work. To the point where, like, today, I just legitimately, I needed to, like, catch up on sleep. I struggle a bit getting to sleep sometimes. Mostly due to restless leg syndrome with my meds. But there are other contributing factors. It's very difficult for me to get to sleep sometimes. But, you know, still gotta go to work. And I do. Still go to work. So I caught up on sleep today, and I ended up just, like, basically taking a nap until, like, 4 p.m. And it sucks, because it feels like, ah, shit. That's like my whole day. Gone! I even had to telework an hour today, which kind of sucked. Because there was, like, a meeting that was supposed to happen on Wednesday that I needed to be there for. And then I fucking find out that they moved the damn meeting to Friday. That's supposed to be my Friday off. That was fine. I took an hour off of Wednesday. And then put that hour here on Friday. Hornet fight! Come no closer, ghost. I've seen you creeping through the undergrowth, stalking me. This old kingdom, a terrible thing awakens. I can smell it in the air. I know what you are. I know what you'd try to do. I can't allow it. Gikdu. But yeah, no, but also that's another thing. Again, you can't dwell. Don't dwell on that, you know. Like, all right, I did sleep a lot today, and that sucks, and I can't get that time back. But it's not gonna help me to woe is me sit here and wallow in that. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Oh yeah. Fuck. Okay, let me take this opportunity if I can heal. Okay. Ah, fuck. You really gotta get that pogo down. Oh fuck, oh fuck. Whoa! I can't wait to fucking... I can't wait to play as this lady in Silk Song. Oh fuck. Fucking love Hornet. She's the best. I love Hornet, I love Zote. I like Quirrell a lot too, honestly. They said that the whole, like, Silk Song is the result of which is the sequel game, if nobody was aware. Silk Song is the result of in their Kickstarter, they hit a stretch goal to have a second campaign with a different playable character. And that second campaign was for Hornet. And it was just originally supposed to be like the final thing of DLC for Hollow Knight, but as it got bigger and bigger in scale, they just decided it was going to be a sequel. And by the way, these developers, Team Cherry, they're so fucking baller. Yes, there we go, the Mothwing Cloak. Okay, so we got the dash now. These fucking devs are so fucking baller that they said, all right, look, because the oh Jesus, they cannot be undone. They must be undone. Let us sleep, little shadow. Return to your darkness. Allow us our peace. Oh, the three dreamers. Oh, what could it all mean? Anyway, yeah, Team Cherry's so fucking baller that they said the Hornet campaign was promised for free to Kickstarter backers because it was originally meant to just be like a DLC add-on, right? It was like meant to be the only paid DLC for the game, but it was meant to be free for Kickstarter backers. And so because of that, they said all Kickstarter backers for the original Hollow Knight are going to get Silk Song for free, which is crazy. And they really, genuinely did not need to do that. I don't think people would have been upset if they didn't do that. They just did that out of the fucking kindness of their hearts. Good dudes. They really do seem like good dudes. I like this lone knight just like looking off into the lake. But yeah, no, there was a third there was a third playable character campaign that was on in the stretch goals that we didn't make it to that stretch goal. And people think it was for this fella right here, Quirrell. I don't know if that was actually ever confirmed, but like the Hollow Knight prequel comic and stuff is based around Quirrell. And let's listen to what this little fella has to say. Hello there. Seems we both tread far from the path. I can hardly believe those dusty old highways led to such a lush and lively place. This building suggests some form of worship, though its idol has clearly been long forgotten. Doubles equally well for a moment's respite. I saw a strange fellow out there. He seemed quite taken by the lake. I planned to offer greeting, though figured I'd first tend to my nail on chance our meeting goes poorly. Smart thinking, Quirrell. I like Quirrell too. Honestly, I don't know if there's any fucking characters in this game I don't like. I like Quirrell. I like fucking we haven't met Cloth yet, but I love Cloth. She's one of my favorite characters. She's so cool. What was it? Okay, where was it? Okay, there it is. Okay. There was that one area that we could only access with the dash. What was it? Yeah. I'm typically, even though, you know... Oh, fuck. It's weird to necessarily describe this without people shoving me into one camp or the other. But, even though I am absolutely, what's it called, LGBT, and am very much proud to say that. I don't really make too much of a big deal about, like, LGBT representation necessarily in media. That's like, it's cool, it's nice, but it's not really like a thing that I, you know, go nuts about. But I do like, I don't know, that I like the kind of representation where it's not like overt or necessarily like making a statement. I don't think there's anything wrong with that either, but to me there's something so much more special about, like, because there is actually quite a lot of how the kids put it, queer representation and such in Hollow Knight actually, and it's just kind of like a part of regular life, and there's something really sweet and appealing about that to me. I don't know necessarily what it is, but I always think that that's really, like, I think it's neat. I think it's nice when there's just, I think it might be faster if I, yeah, okay. No, it might be about the same time if I do it this way. I don't know what it is. But I kind of like it when it's just like, it's here, you know? Just a part of this world. These two characters just happen to be both in love and also really, really gay. I like that a lot. I don't know what it is, but that's like one of those things that fires my neurons off. And puts a big smile on my face. Specifically, there's like I said, don't do the thing when the nailsmith tells you to do it. Because if you don't do it, he lives his best life. Falls in love with a nice strapping man. And it's adorable when you see the two of them together. It's just the cutest thing I've ever seen. Fuck. And I love it. I love shit like that. I don't know why. Hard to put it into words. But I love it. Fuck. Fuck. Double fuck! Okay, hold up. I wasn't thinking. There we go. Yeah, baby! Is there anything down here? There's just a straight path back. Yeah, just a straight path back. But that isn't to say that there's anything wrong with representation that is more overt or is sort of part of a message or something. There's right ways to do it, obviously. But I don't know. There's something that warms my cold dead heart at the idea of like this isn't even like this is like an after, not even this is it. There's like something that warms my heart about the idea of like, oh, this is just so normal in the world of this piece of media that it's not like questioned or not really made a big deal of. Does that make sense? I don't know. It feels like that same feeling you get with like Gene Roddenberry's vision of the future in Star Trek, where humanity's just getting along and things are going great. You know? Just makes you think of like a world where it's not even a problem. Nobody sees it as a problem. That there doesn't have to be some sort of opposition to it. But, you know, I guess we live in the real world, so it's not necessarily bad when there is a well-constructed, or not constructed, but well-written aspect of some sort of opposition to these ideas to kind of mirror the real world struggles, I suppose, that people face. But I don't know. Again, a more optimistic view of the future fills my cold dead heart with hope. What else do we have, friends? Not much. But, yeah, I don't know. That's a whole complicated subject, I suppose. But I figured it would be something I could ramble about here. I've thought about, like, what was it, for some reason I felt like I'm, by the way, I felt like I'm more low energy in a lot of these streams lately. But I'm also kind of like at the point where I'm like, well, was I ever not low energy? I don't know. Did high energy Dusk even exist? Was he real? Did he really ever exist? I don't know. Oh fuck. Oh shit. And I wonder, like, I mean, maybe that's more like the kind of thing that comes out like during collabs and shit. Like we were a little bit off the walls when we were doing the like the boys get drunk and play anime fighters. We need to do that again. That'd be really fun. I want to do some more of that. I want to play that. They just announced that the PlayStation Direct. I don't know what they're actually called. I'll never remember. Just call them a PlayStation Direct, Sony, and then I'll finally remember, because that's just what I call them anyways. At the latest like PlayStation Direct thingy, they showed like a Naruto Storm game that was basically like all of the Naruto Storm games put together with a couple of like new Boruto characters or something. And that seems perfect. I want to play that. I want to get like all 600 fucking characters that are going to be in that game. And play that with the boys. That would be really fun. I would love to do a stream of that. But yeah. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, like, I don't know. Streamers, like, evolve and sort of adapt as time goes on. I even made a joke about that in my own debut stream about how there were at the time that I debuted, one thing that was like really popular were clips of the like Hololive EN girls like reacting to clips from their debut, because they're so different in their debut. And you see it a lot also in like Niji Sanji and stuff. I think I saw a clip of like there was that stream where Enna was doing the like who in Niji Sanji is say so and who isn't. And what's it called? The clip she was trying to use as evidence of her being say so was like from her debut, and she was saying like, oh look, there's that fake laugh I used to do when I was like trying to be cute in my debut. Or like, Christ almighty, look at Hachima's debut. It's crazy. Hachima is a completely different fucking being to how she debuted. So much so that she even made that whole lore thing about like literally killing Akai Hato. It's great. So good. Anyway. So I'm wondering if this is just how I'm adapting. How I'm changing. If the way that I want to stream is just kind of cozier, low energy vibes. I don't know. Is that kind of thing even entertaining or appealing? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't want to be something that I'm not, though. So, you know, there's an element of when it comes to like VTubing especially, there is definitely an element of like, okay, I think I need the wall cling for this. Yeah. Yeah, I think I need the wall cling. Okay. There is definitely an element where of like a lot of VTubers have that split of their personality and like their character. And some people prefer more of the character, and some people prefer more of the personality, or just their own personality. And I think to an extent you are like, as long as you're streaming or like creating some kind of content that involves you like talking like a podcast and shit, in a sense you most likely will be, oh fuck, I just assumed I had the double jump like a fool. Anyway, you're already kind of playing like an exaggerated version of yourself almost. Shit, that doesn't get you any fucking like mana or whatever that's called. Oh, there we go. Sweet. No! I thought I was safe! Fuck! Shit. Okay, where's my soul? Where is it? Fuck. Okay. Let's go get him. What was I gonna say? Right, so there's like that divide between the the personality and the character. And if you are like doing a podcast or streams or things like that, then to a degree, I think most people are already playing just a bit of an over-exaggerated version of yourself. Because I feel like very few people really do like talk as much or say as many interesting things as they would when like they're, you know, trying to entertain. It's kind of interesting for me because when it comes to, oh, there we go. That wasn't that bad. When it comes to like let me see. Where do we go next? I don't remember. Let's see if there's any places that we need the dash in the Forgotten Crossroads. Anyway, yeah, so I think that you're already kind of playing an exaggerated version of yourself when you're trying to entertain. And the thing with me is that I'm kind of like on both extremes. I feel like most of the time, I honestly, in real life, I don't talk very much. Unless I'm like with my friends or somebody gets me on like a topic that I'm very passionate about. Then I can talk a lot, to the point where honestly, I don't, it really doesn't bother me anymore as an adult, but it was very difficult for me as a kid sometimes to like, sorry, let me think, where does that go? That thing up there, is there no map for that? That's where Zote was, I think. The thing above the like lifeblood thing. Let's go to the Stag Station. Okay. Anyway, yeah. It was very difficult for me as a kid to keep a lot of friends because I definitely feel like a lot of people would legitimately just be upset that I like talk too much. That was like a thing that I heard like a lot. A lot of people didn't like that I talked too much, which kind of resulted in me as a teenager like not talking at all. Like I went from the kid who talked too much and annoyed everybody to the kid that everybody was like, why the fuck don't you ever say anything? You never talk. Like, what the fuck? You're weird. People are never pleased. Don't try to please them. Fucking be yourself. But anyway, yeah, no, that was kind of... So I feel like now I'm kind of like... Either I'm in complete silence with my earbuds in, and I don't want to hear, or I don't want to talk to anybody, kind of thing. Or I'm talking so much that I'm practically talking your ear off. But you see, that's the thing. What's that thing that Tyrion said? If you wear your weaknesses as armor, nobody can use them to hurt you, or whatever. That's the fucking thing, man. That's a good thing when it comes to entertaining people, I think, at least. Is being able to just talk a whole lot. Nobody wants you to just be sitting here in silence. I mean, unless, like... You know, maybe if you're like a speedrunner or something. Maybe you don't need to give that much commentary. Because, you know... The content itself kind of... is what's entertaining people. But... You know what I mean. I experienced the same thing. Hi, by the way. Hello, Cleo. Cleo is in chat. She can't join the stream, unfortunately, because she's studying. But she is lurking in chat. Hello, Cleo. How are you doing? How is the studying going? You beautiful lady. Okay. I'm saving up for the lantern. Oh, it's Tiso. This guy was a part of the... He was a Kickstarter backer, or like the guy who designed him was a Kickstarter backer who like gave enough to the tier that lets you like design a character. Pale thing, you wear that nail with ease. If you're in search of combat, you'll find no great warriors in this decaying burrow. I've heard an arena exists somewhere below, one built for our like. Meet me there and we'll test what skills you possess. I'll be heading down soon. Come and find me if you dare. Hallownest, what challenges await in its ruin? Whee! Good. Also have some important stuff done outside of homework since I have time. Oh, sweet. Hell yeah. Let's see. I forget where you go after you get the dash. But... You know what? Let's go... Let's go to that place that was close to the... What's his name? That one boss with the big armor. I always forget his name. Got your financial aid application. Hell yeah, that's good. That's always good. I always remember that being kind of a pain in the ass. I don't miss that shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you still gotta deal with college shit. But I don't miss it. I don't miss it one fucking bit. Oh shit, I went to Green Path. That's not where I wanted to go. Forgotten Crossroads. I don't miss that shit one bit. Oh, here's Tiso again. Pale thing, you use these old lines? Pathetic. A real warrior carries himself to combat. He has no need for such convenience. What a dick. Leave me be, it's the arena I seek. I've already wasted far too long on these cursed roads. Whatever, asshole. Yeah, I don't remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, I think it can be good to... And I think, honestly, I think it's... now that I know she's in chat, I think it's good for Cleo, too, to be able to come out of her shell a little bit. I think that the streaming has really helped with that. At least I don't mean to speak for you, but... You know... I felt like it's been pretty good for you. I think it's been a good experience. And it's been fun to be a thing that we do together, honestly. I like it. I like the fact that it's like a couples thing that we do together. They have a thing where you can transfer information from your old application to your new one. What the fuck? They didn't have that back in my day. You piece of shit. Now I'm pissed off. You and your newfangled technology. Fuck you. Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Oh fuck. Let me see. There we go. We were watching the day that we were all getting our haircut. My roommate put on the Amazon remake of Kamen Rider Black. And we were all very confused. Oh no, wait. Jesus, I'm still going the wrong way. Christ almighty. Okay, hold up. I'll do it right this time. I'll do it right this time. Okay, we're gonna go down and then to the left. Just like the bullet that killed JFK. Okay. Wait. Wait, oh, a little bit more up. It was that pathway up there. I saw it. I seen it. I seen it. I seen the magic bullet. We are on the grassy knoll, folks. We are there. Alright, alright. Christ almighty. I think the next place you need to go to is the Fungal Wastes. That sounds about right. Oh shit. Fuck. Holy shit. Oh god. Where are the fungal wastes from here? 'Cause I think you're right. Oh shit. I'm scared. Let me kill these guys first. For some easy. Soul. Soul. It's not called mana, it's called soul. That's right. Forgot. Like an old person. Calling it all the wrong things. But I'm stubborn like that. I fucking call whatever the currency in like every single Soulsborne game. I just call it fucking souls. Oh shit, I think you need the crystal dash for this, not the regular dash. Okay. The entrance is right by where the hot springs are. Okay. Alright, so I'll keep going. Keep going left. Yeah. No. No, I'll go down more and then I'll go left. Okay. Sweet, thanks. What was it, oh fuck. I'm thinking of like other new games to start on here, by the way. What the fuck? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, I really need to do a bargain bin gaming, so we're doing that on Sunday. What I say by that is that like I bought so many cheap shitty fucking games on my Switch that I want to get rid of them because I'm gonna delete them as soon as we fucking play them on bargain bin gaming. I've got so many of them on my Switch, they're just like taking up space. And it's really pissing me off, so I mean, like, hold up. I'm on my Switch, so I can show you right now. Like, hold up. Well, these are good games at the top here, but like, okay, but you know what? I think I might just do a separate thing for milk inside of a bag of milk inside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. But like, what the fuck is this? I don't know what that is. I can't play this on stream. There's titties. City Superhero 3D. Paddle Box. Nothing against these games, but like, what is all this shit? Not one shot. One shot's good. I know one shot's good. Deadly Fighter 2. Goddamn the Garden. Prison Life Simulator 2022 World Fight Battle Ultimate. What is this crap? Get it off my Switch. I can't handle it. No. I can't handle having this shit. You know? Get it off there. So we're gonna play a bunch of it on Sunday. And we're gonna fucking get rid of it. And that's gonna be it. I think I might like get to the fungal wastes and end the stream. I don't know. I feel like I could go longer. But also got a hankering to fucking try and finish Elden Ring tonight. I don't know. I don't know. This is to the hot spring. Okay, there's nothing there. Oh, it's around this area. I think I know where it is. I think it's that thing down there. Let's find out. I'm like pointing to it and none of you can see that. It's that thing. Oh yeah, here we go. Fungal wastes. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Here we go. I like these little fellas. Look at these little guys. Look at his little mouth. I like it. I like the way he's moving. I like the way how his fucking lip protrudes. He's a little fella, and I like him. And if I saw him in real life, I'd give him a kiss. I'd probably get spores all over myself. Probably die. If I saw him, I'd give him a kiss. It's just like that's like a thing with me. I just like say that by default all the time. If I see something cute, like an animal or something, I'd be like, oh, if I saw that little fella, I'd give him a kiss. I say that like every time with everything. And I swear to God, if I really did kiss everything that I said that with, it'd be a dead man. Like I say it about like baby tigers and shit. I'm like, oh, look at that little fella. I'd give him a kiss. I'd die. They remind me of round tapirs. They do look like little tapirs. Oh my God, they do. I love them even more. They're little mushroomy tapirs. I want to give him a kiss even more now. They also kind of remind me of like Pikmin enemies. Ah, oh, sweet Jesus, I can't wait for Pikmin 4. Oh, and I forgot to mention when Aster talked about Metroid Prime Remaster. What was it? They did a physical copy, right? Oh shit, whoops. They did a fucking physical copy of Metroid Prime Remaster, and I was like, ah, queet. I wanted to say cool and sweet, so I said queet. Ah, queet! Ah, queet, I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. Don't try to sneak past me, I can smell you. Do you collect a lot of Geo? Give me Geo and you can see something nice. Yeah, here you go. Let me show you then. Take a look. Do you want them? If you really, really want them, I'll trade them for more Geo. More Geo. Wow. We'll buy those later. Those fragile charms break when you die. But we can make them permanent charms later in the Grim Troop DLC. Yeah, so they were like, you know, physical copy. Wait until February 22nd. And then I noticed nowhere was letting you pre-order the physical copies. So that was a bad sign. That was already like, you know, bad sign number one. I was like, uh-oh. Nowhere is letting me pre-order this. I love these guys. Wow. Little Owen Wilsons. What was it? Yeah, so nowhere was letting me pre-order, so immediately I was like, well, this is gonna be a false scarcity nightmare. But I was just kind of hoping maybe I was gonna be wrong, and that I could walk into a Best Buy on February 22nd and buy it. But no, I was right. It's a false scarcity nightmare, and scalpers like bought all of them and are now selling them on eBay for like $100. But then I remembered the European version doesn't come out till March, and I know that like PlayAsia has pre-orders for European versions of games. So I was like, oh, I wonder if I can pre-order it on PlayAsia. And I can, and I did. Comes out in like March 2nd or something. So yeah, I'll wait a little bit longer, but I bought it for MSRP. It was $40. So, not a sponsor or anything, obviously. You know, wherever you can pre-order UK fucking games from. Doesn't have to be fucking PlayAsia. Pick your poison, you know. But yeah, no, that was. I was not gonna deal with that, with the whole like I saw people like making like guides and like, oh, this bot will tell you when these stores restock on it, and like, you know, here's how to get the Metroid Prime remastered drops. Like it was like this. I had to do this shit for the fucking PS5. Don't I need the Dream Nail for this? We remember the Elder. Yeah, I need the Dream Nail for this. Yeah, no, I had to do this shit for the PS5, and I was not about to do it for a single $40 game. And like, I may be somewhat of like a collector, I'm hesitant to use that label because I feel like a lot of collectors don't play the games they collect. Cloth! My favorite. Aha! The tiny steps of a tiny creature. You got the look of an adventurer, so we've much in common. Searching for dangerous places, Well, you're on the right track. A long-necked critter warned me of a tribe deeper down. Warrior sorts. So she says, and I'm itching for some serious combat. Keep sharp, my adventurous friend. Stay alive, and let's meet again on the road ahead. Fucking love Cloth. Yeah, anyway, yeah, no, I was not about to deal with any of that. I don't need that. I don't need that shit in my life. I don't need to be dealing with trying to get fucking. Oh, that's right. I was saying I'm hesitant to use the word collector because I feel like a lot of game collectors, they don't really care about playing the games, and they give more of a shit about like the rarity of the games. If I ever talk about like how rare a game is that I own, I'm not doing it out of a sense of like, oh, look what I have. It's more a sense of like, oh wow, I can't believe I was lucky enough to get this. Because usually I don't pay full price for shit. Oh my god, oh no. Did my stream drop? Let me see. This won't be affected in the VOD, but as we are live right now, I'm seeing a thing pop up that as if my fucking stream dropped. Hold up. Oh, whoops. Video producer. Stream man. I should have already had the stream manager open. Stream manager. I apologize. Okay, so I don't know how long we dropped there, but I guess we're back. Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, so I'm hesitant to use like the term collector because I feel like a lot of collectors don't necessarily play the games that they own, and they have this like thing of like, oh, look at how rare the thing I got is. I'm like upset that collecting video games is so expensive. Not even necessarily for my own sake, because, you know, again, I have disposable income. I have a pretty decent job that pays pretty good. I can afford to have a semi-expensive hobby, you know? It's not even necessarily that. It's more that I love games and game preservation and stuff so much that it pisses me off that there, you know, the legitimate option for a lot of these, yeah, you know, for being able to play a lot of these retro games is just off the table for people because it's so expensive. You know, these are classics. These are, if you are somebody who cares about game design and maybe you want to make games, or you just really care about gaming as like a hobby, you know, these are classics. Shit like Silent Hill 1 is like fucking $500. It shouldn't be like that. That should be easily accessible and like readily available. It's a fucking classic. And there's so many people that haven't played it because it's just not readily available, and it's fucking expensive, and it sucks. This shouldn't be an expensive hobby. And like legal problems or whatever with emulators aside, you know, I guess I'll state here legally, I don't condone emulators, but morally, I really don't see much of a problem, if I'm being totally real with you. Because I guess I could see for like brand new games, I'm kind of like, you know, like straight up piracy and shit. I'm kind of like, I don't know how I feel about that. But just in terms of, oh fuck, ah fuck, ah Jesus, ah no, oh well. But like in terms of definitely like with classic stuff, oh man, I don't fucking morally like fuck off with paying $500 or whatever to play Silent Hill 1. Eat a dick at that point. I don't know. So, once again, I thought I had the double jump, God damn it. So, you know, again, like, as a collector or whatever, I don't care really about the rarity kind of aspect of this stuff. So it really doesn't bother me that I'm not going to have an NTSC US legitimate copy of Metroid Prime Remaster. I don't care. It works on my Switch. Switch is region free. It's in English. Don't care. Don't give a shit. I have a physical copy of Okami HD on the Switch, and the game, like on my shelf, is all in Japanese, but it has an English language option. So I don't give a shit. You know, I've bought Japanese copies of like there's games that get like in the US, you can only get them physically through limited run games, but they got like just regular physical releases in Japan. And so while I was in Japan, there were a couple of games like that I bought. So you know, I have stuff like that. In fact, actually, while I was in Japan, one thing that was really fucking cool is that what was it? I bought Metroid Dread for like $20 in Japan, and it has an English language option. So I don't give a shit. It fucking works. It runs on my thing, and it's in English, so I don't fucking care. So there will definitely be people who, unfortunately, I'm telling you right now, don't give in to these fucking scalpers. Be like me, just don't give a shit. Just buy a UK copy for MSRP. Don't give in to the fucking scalpers. Don't give them what they want. But there will be people, because they'll be like, oh, it's not a legitimate NTSC copy, and I need that for my collection. It's rarer. I don't care about that. I care about actually being able to play the fucking games. You know? Hold up. Let me get the... I want to get the fucking map. I know Cornifer's right here. I want to get that fucking map! Yes, my boy, Cornifer! This is fun. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Where's he at? Where the fuck are you, Cornifer? Oh, shit. No, I need the Mantis Claw. God damn it. Do I need the Mantis Claw to get to him? Fuck. Okay, maybe I will go to the stag station first then. But yeah, no, I don't know. It pisses me off. Oh no, wait, maybe. Oh no, yes, baby! Oh, sorry, I skipped the first thing. Very territorial types make their homes within this area. I'd suggest avoiding them where possible. Further below, some strange, thin creatures gave me quite a scare. They seemed an intelligent bunch. In my youth, I'd have braved their caves, but I fear my matured physique wouldn't be able to outrun them were they to turn violent. God, I love you, Cornifer. But charming. Charming man. Charming little bug. Yeah, I don't know. It pisses me off. It makes me sad that, like, I don't know, retro gaming has to be, like, expensive. Because it wasn't expensive when I started, like, you know, I don't really give a shit about saying my age or whatever. You know, I'm fucking 27, so, like, when I was playing, like, the, you know, Super Nintendo and like, NES and Genesis and shit, back when I was a kid, that was already, like, retro. Oh, let me see what Coral has to say first. Isn't this something? I'd not expected to discover so huge a stag station after that foggy descent. The bugs of Hallownest must have been an impressive lot, building such grand structures so far into these wilds. Seems the dangerous creatures about haven't yet made their way in here. Isn't the it's the perfect place for a quick rest. But yeah, no, it's I don't need the wall. I need the Mantis Claw. It's sad because yeah, when I was growing up, you know, the systems I was playing were already fucking retro. Wait, let me just see really quick. If there's any other secrets here. Like, what's over here? Is it the Weevil bug? No. It's the bank. Hello, bank lady. Hello there, dearie. I was about to close up shop and run till you came along. I provide a banking service if you're interested. Losing one's geo is a terrible thing, and it's so much more likely if you carry it about on yourself. My vault is much more secure. In all my time as a banker, I've never lost a single geo. Maybe you'd consider opening an account? Sure. You're a smart one. Next time some dreadful beastie gets the best of you, you'll be glad to know your geo's safe within my shell, or my vault. Now let's do some banking. I forget how much is the amount that you give her before she runs away. Let's just put 300 in for now. She that's spoilers, but yeah, she fucking runs away with your money after a certain point. Geo Kalala. What the fuck was I gonna say? I forgot. Oh well. Yeah, no, so by the time I was already fucking playing these games, those games, they were retro, and it was really cheap. That was the coolest thing about retro gaming, was that, like, it was so fucking dirt cheap. You know, you just, like, go to yard sales and fucking, thrift stores and fucking, you know, retro game stores and fucking... they were just regular game stores at that fucking point, actually. Just, yeah, regular game stores would just have all the old shit, too. In, like, bargain bins. It was awesome. Oh, come in search of treats, have you? I chanced upon a unique little fungus growing right above us. I found it only at this station, and the taste is just divine. This place must have been quite the hub, built at the border between two lands, that misty drop to one side and those bulbous growths another. Neither place seems particularly welcoming to my little treat, well, my little treat... Whoa, what the fuck? Hello, thank you for the follow. MacTusk69, hell yeah. Base name. I don't know what it means, but the 69 was based, I guess. Neither place seems particularly welcoming, so while my little treats last, I think I'll stay right here. If you fucking dream now, this little weaver fuck, she's like, oh man, once I finish these mushrooms, I want to eat that little guy. She wants to fucking eat you! Anyway, yeah, thank you for the follow. But yeah, no, like, that was the thing that was cool about retro gaming. It was cheap, man. And so it sucks. It's so fucking expensive now. I really hope it swings back around again. I don't think it will. I hope it at least kind of equals out a little bit. Because again, like, I can afford to have a stupid, expensive hobby, but, you know... Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped dialogue. As I visit more places, I feel my memory is returning to me, like the stagways of my mind are running once more. Continue to open the stations, and you'll have my deepest gratitude. Alright, sweet. But yeah, no, I fucking... I don't know, man. I can afford to have these fucking hobbies, but not everybody can, and it does make me happy, again, that, like, emulation exists. Blah, 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 don't condone it legally, you know. But, I very much believe in game preservation, and, realistically speaking, that's like your best bet when it comes to preserving games. Some of the coolest shit, I think, honestly, is hardware level emulation. People are making little like devices that are, because you know your traditional emulator is something like PCSX or whatever, like on your computer, is, you know, your computer doesn't have the same components that a PS1 did. So what your computer is doing is it's using software to try and emulate that same hardware. So on a software level, it's emulating, and you know that's kind of why even some of these more simple machines, you know, a PS1 is much simpler than a modern gaming PC with like a fucking GTX whatever on it, right? But the, oh no, I need the Mantis Claw to get down there. I remember now. But it can still take a lot of processing power because you're, you know, to some degrees you're like brute forcing it a bit. And I'm oversimplifying it, and I don't know too much about the logistics of programming an emulator. Although I would love to learn more. Actually, that sounds like I am a programmer by trade, and that actually sounds like really interesting shit, unironically. But I've seen people have made little devices that emulate systems on the hardware level, and that creates a much more realistic emulation. Because, you know, not everything's gonna be one-to-one. Probably the best example I can give is that most Sega Genesis emulators just can't one-to-one get that sound chip right. Like, you can get it pretty close, but there's something about that Sega Genesis sound chip that is, like, really unique, and it's really hard to emulate it. But you know, if you were doing something at the hardware emulation level, then you would definitely be able to get that sounded fucking perfect. So hardware level emulation is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I would love to learn more about it because that's really fucking cool. I'll always prefer to play on original hardware, honestly, with the original like controllers and stuff. That's really important to me for some reason. I don't really know why, but it is. But let me see. I want to. Would it be faster to go up and over? To go back and down. But I don't even remember if I can actually go through that way. It's fine, let's just go this way. I'm sorry if this ends up being a long way around, but... Oh wait, what the fuck? Have I not been here yet? Oh, okay, whatever, sure. Whatever! Wow, mushrooms! I love these guys! But, you know, I'll always prefer that, but... You know, for people that can't, or the people that maybe don't give a shit and just want to play the goddamn game. Like, that's fine too. And again, I think, I can't remember if it was Joseph Anderson or is that Joseph Anderson, Matthew Matosis, or Nerl that, said, that mentioned this. I can't remember which one it was. But one of those guys mentioned how, like, you know, with movies, if you wanna be like a movie director, or just like a cinephile in general, and you really care about the production of making movies and the process of how movies are made, and like, you know, things you like and dislike about movies, blah blah blah, then you know, it's easy for you to just go back and go watch some old movies. Like, they're there, you know, aside from like lost media. And even stuff that, like, is stuck in limbo with rights or whatever, you know, as long as a copy existed somewhere and someone was able to transfer it into a digital format, like, it's available. You know, George Lucas hasn't put out the fucking unedited versions of Star Wars since that one VHS release, but it's out there. Like, you can get it. There are places online that people have, like, taken the Laserdisc versions and, like, upscaled them using, like, fucking frame by frame restoration or whatever. Like, people have done it, and you can get it, and it looks nice. Again, the legality might be a little bit iffy, but, you know, it exists, and you can do it. And then, even then, those kind of things are few and far between, really. It's pretty fucking easy for you to just, like, go on Amazon and rent a movie, or, like, go buy the DVD or whatever, you know? Like, you can... It's so easy and readily available to be able to do this, and even if you had to do it, like, through legally dubious means, it's not really that hard to set it up. But video games are a completely different beast, you know? Again, Silent Hill 1 is a fucking classic of... Or just the Silent Hill franchise in general. None of them have gotten, like, fucking re-releases. So, you know, the first 4 in general, like... Classics, absolute classics of video game, of, like, you know, of gaming in general, of horror gaming, of fucking third-person action, of survival horror, of, you know, just gaming in general. Even we're getting to a point where, like, you know, unless you're on Xbox, it's kind of hard to play the older Metal Gear Solid games. Like, to be fair, it's really neat that you can put in the Xbox 360 version of the Metal Gear HD collection into your Series X or whatever the newest Xbox is called, and it'll just work. That's pretty dope. I like that. I think Xbox is going in a good direction with that. But, like, if you're on the Sony ecosystem or PC, like, you're fucked. I mean, again, you can, like, hook up emulators and shit, but, you know, that takes a level of technical know-how to a degree, honestly. It's not much, but it does, and it takes a bit of setup, and there are people that have their, you know, hang-ups with emulation, and I think that's okay. But, like, yeah, it's kind of fucked. Like, it's kind of fucked that, oh, fuck, motherfucker. It's kind of fucked that, you know, video games are like this, one of the, are they not, if I'm not mistaken, like the monetarily wise, aren't they like the biggest fucking form of media in the modern age? Like, they're huge. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and, you know, it's a creative industry, so it's, you know, you want to know things about the history of gaming and be able to understand these classic works and experience them as they were meant to be experienced, and that's getting harder and harder. And that doesn't really exist for movies or for books or for, like, music, you know? Those things are just becoming more and more easily available as time goes on. But video games, it's like a serious problem, honestly. And it pisses me off. It really does, because, I don't know, I guess just video games are really important to me. They're just really fucking cool, and all I've ever wanted to do with my life ever since I was a little kid was make video games. I've had, like, you know, other, like, bullshit things I've wanted to do. Actually, I don't hate being a programmer, honestly. Like, maintaining software it's not that bad. I'm not a big fan of, you know, where I work, I guess. Well, that's not really. Well, you know, my job has its problems, but the job description is not really the reason why my job has problems. I don't mind being just a regular programmer. It's not the worst thing in the world. But, like, yeah, I don't know. I've always been very passionate about video games, and I consider myself very lucky that I grew up in a time that I was able to very cheaply amass a lot of these classic games and was able to play a lot of games. And that's another thing that's very like time consuming, is just being able to even play these games. You know, a movie is like 3 hours max, and you've experienced that movie, but like, you know, fucking what's it good? Final Fantasy VII is like 100 fucking hours or whatever, you know? Like, and there's so much shit like that. And I think that, yeah, I think it was Joseph Anderson that brought that up. That was like, it's so much more difficult to be an enthusiast of like video games and like catch up in terms of like all the things we've already seen and done, and like, oh, that's very reminiscent of this kind of game, and oh, this has already been done in this game. Oh, that system is, you know, what's that one game? Indivisible. Oh, that combat system's just like Valkyrie Profile. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are like, what the fuck is Valkyrie Profile? I didn't have a PS1. I don't have fucking $400 to spend on Valkyrie Profile, and however many dollars to spend on getting a new PS1, and however many dollars to get what's it called, or however much time to fucking play through all of fucking Valkyrie Profile, you know? Whereas it's so much easier to, if you're like, you know, a film director, to be like, oh, it's very like Kurosawa-esque. That reminds me a lot of Hidden Fortress. Okay, well, you can just fucking type in Hidden Fortress, Amazon rent, $4. Sit down for 2 hours. You watch the Hidden Fortress. Now you know. Now you know what that is. You know, you could marathon Kurosawa's movies in like a week. You know, and I mean, if you, I guess if you're buying the Criterion Collection Blu-rays, it might be a little expensive, but like, I think Criterion even has a streaming service. You pay like what? I don't fucking know however much that is. Pay however much it is to get the Criterion Collection streaming service for 1 month. Watch all the Akira Kurosawa movies. Bam. It took you just like a week, and I don't know, $15. You're caught up on Kurosawa. Now you know. Now you know what Kurosawa's movies are all about. But for somebody to be like, ah, this is very Hideo Kojima-esque. Well, alright, buddy. Fire up the fucking... What was Snatcher on? The 3DO or whatever? Was it 3DO or was it PS1? I don't remember. You know, get it. Oh, what's that? You don't speak Japanese? Play Snatcher? You know? Oh, sorry, buddy. Maybe you can get like a fan translation. Okay, there you go. Now you played Snatcher. Now you paid like $600 or whatever for this console. Fan translated copy of Snatcher. And you know, played the game for like 50 hours. You know, play all the Metal Gear games. I'll wait the fucking like 3 months that's gonna take you. And all the money you'll have to spend. Difficult. And it's sad. It really is. But, I don't know. Again. Emulation. Hardware level emulation too. So cool. PCSX3 or whatever. Is that what the No. What's the PS3 emulator called? I forget what it's called. The PS3 emulator? Like, legitimately, this is probably gonna sound like embarrassingly nerdy. But it almost like, when I see like really cool advancements in that fucking PS3 emulator. Like the first time I saw people playing Demon Souls on like a fan server through that PS3 emulator, I like legitimately got like fucking like goosebumps. It was exciting. It was so cool. Because it's like, oh, that's awesome. People still get to experience what it was like to play Demon Souls online. Even though the servers are all gone. Is that the Mantis Claw? Yes! Here we go! Alright. Dope. But yeah, that kind of thing is so fucking cool to me. And, you know, I hope that we figure this shit out better as time goes on, honestly. Because I genuinely, I don't like Nintendo's, like, a la carte Netflix of video games thing for their retro games. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. And I don't like the fact that I have to pay that, like, expansion pass pro membership or whatever just to play N64 and GBA titles. I don't know. Especially with how many problems the fucking N64 emulation had. I know they fixed a lot of those problems. I know they did. But, like... And I don't think it's necessarily... Like, this might even be a hot take here. But I don't think it's always necessarily fair to compare what, like, fan projects were able to accomplish compared to, like, the, like, corporate products equivalent. Well, at least I don't always think it's fair. Because a lot of those fan projects are developed over really long periods of time from just, you know, people that have, like, a lot of time on their hands and, you know, to be able to dedicate towards that. But I also think, to a degree, I think it's fair to point out that those things exist. Oh my god, we gotta save her. I like her too. Okay, no, I can't from that end. I forget how you get in there. Yeah, no, I don't know. I feel like, it's to some degree it's fair to bring up, you know... Oh, here we go. I think to some degree it's fair to be like, okay, well, look at, you know, Nintendo Switch Online isn't even able to do... Like, it's totally fair to be like, okay, any fucking Nintendo 64 emulator has controller pack support. But the fucking Nintendo Switch Online N64 emulator doesn't. Like, that is totally valid to bring up. That is 100% fair, because that's easy. That's easy, and that should have been there. But then there's some things where people are like, okay, well, look at, you know, there's like this one project that fans put 9 bajillion hours into that, like, AI upscales every texture in the game or whatever. And it's like, okay. Well, I could see that maybe Nintendo, like, doesn't find it viable to allocate that many resources to something like that. Oh, please don't leave me behind. You forgot about me? I knew you would. Everyone always forgets about me. Oh, who are you? Your face, you're so... I'm sorry, I got lost. I don't know where I ended up here. Or I don't know how I ended up here. I love Bretta. I know I say that about every character, but I really do love all these characters. You came here to rescue me? Bretta? The girl that everyone just ignores? Sorry, when I look at your face, I just can't believe you came all the way down here to rescue me. I didn't think anybody... Sorry, I mean, thank you. I mean, I'd better go. Back to town, I mean. I'd better get home. Thank you. Aww. She's adorable. What was it, Yeah, so I don't know. But I don't like the idea of being complacent, too. So I'm not even necessarily trying to be like, go easy on Nintendo. 'Cause you really should. You should expect better. I think that there are degrees to which people can have unreasonable expectations. But I also think that a lot of people are okay with being complacent in something being kind of mediocre. And I feel like that complacency has led to a lot of the decisions that modern Nintendo has made, honestly. You know, they play it very safe these days. We were playing fucking Wario Land 4 earlier, and that is one of the most fucking experimental games Nintendo has ever made. And I love the shit out of that game. I love that game so fucking much. And I just can't help but feel like they'd never make anything like that again, honestly. You know? Fuck. Fuck. I don't know. It's just... There's a lot of old Nintendo shit that's like... Super Paper Mario is so fucking weird. It is legitimately like one of the weirdest games I've ever played. That it feels even weirder in comparison to today's Nintendo. Because you know that they would never take a risk that crazy ever again. But they should. Because Super Paper Mario fucking rules. That game's the shit, man. We're gonna try the Mantis Lords and then I'll probably end the stream. I don't know if we're gonna beat the Mantis Lords tonight, but let's give it the good old college try, huh? What was it, yeah, I don't know. It's... Ooh. Is there anything down here? Yes, there was. Sweet. When we do beat the Mantis Lords, we could go into Deep Nest early. I don't know if we will, though. Is there anything good in Deep Nest that you could, like, that would be good to get early? I'm trying to think. I can't remember. I feel like the Mantis Lords are, like, right next to where Cornifer is for the map. And if that's the case, we'll definitely go, just, like, peek in to grab the map. That'd be useful. But I don't remember. It's been a long time. It's been, like, over a year since I played this. Possibly even multiple years, honestly, at this point, I wonder. God, time flies. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Here we go, boys. Let's do it! Mantis Lords! I love the... what are they called? Sisters of Battle or whatever in the Coliseum, where you get to fight all three of them at once. Fucking rules. Shit, fuck. Shit. I am rusty as hell. Fuck! Damn it. Whoa. Sharp Shadow really helps during the Sisters of Battle fight. I miss Sharp Shadow. Again, I feel like Naked without the full Hollow Knight moveset. Once you get the full moveset, it feels really good. The honestly, the Path of Pain kind of makes me a little bit sad because it's like the only thing in this game that really like pushes the platforming mechanics to their fullest. And I love that kind of stuff in games. I love when you introduce these, like, it doesn't even necessarily have to be like unique concepts, but when you introduce these kind of core concepts of the game and eventually you get to that point in the game that even more so than like the actual final level, you reach that point in the game where it's just really pushing these mechanics as far as they can possibly go. It's very satisfying. It honestly makes me kind of sad that Undertale like hides that almost behind the like the endings it doesn't want you to get. Okay, quick thing to heal. I don't know. It makes me sad. It makes me sad that like the like the Sans boss fight is really cool. I've never actually beaten it. I've never even done it, but it looks cool is what I mean. It looks really fun and it looks like it pushes those mechanics to... Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck, you gotta wait till they throw on the sides. Okay. Oh fuck. Well, I healed twice. At least I got that. Oh fuck. Sorry if I'm not saying too much. But yeah, it makes me sad that shit like Undying the Undying and No! And Sans are like locked behind the genocide ending. Or the genocide route or whatever. Because that kind of stuff is really fun. It's really neat to be able to push these mechanics as far as they can possibly go. Stuff like, I feel like in different ways, I really do like, Dark Souls 3 with all the DLC has almost like multiple battles that does that. Like, I feel to a degree Midir, Slave Knight Gale, and, fuck. Midir, Slave Knight Gale, and, Sister Freed really push the mechanics in completely different ways. I really feel like Sister Freed really like pushed my endurance in a sense. Oh look, a Quirrell. Hello again, I suppose you've already met with the tribe of this village, hmm? They seem a little distrustful of strangers, to put it lightly. They're not brutes though, no. The sickness in the air that clouds the mind of lesser beasts, they resist it. They retain their intellect and their honor, though also their lethal traditions. I've some words of advice, my friend. If you plan to challenge the lords of this tribe, your blunted nail may prove inadequate. There is a city nearby, the old capital of Hallownest. I've heard a nailsmith resides there. Seek the old bug out and you may find progress that much easier. I'm good. My own route takes me towards that great city. If you search out the nailsmith, it may not be long until our paths cross again. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, yeah. That like pushes the mechanics really far. Yeah, Sister Freed was like a big like test of my endurance, I felt like. Like, I wish I could replicate the fucking noise that came out of my mouth when she fucking got up for the third phase. I'm sorry if I spoiled that, but it's so great. The final phase of that battle, when you think the fucking fight is done, and she just gets back up. I like almost shat my pants, dude. I was so fucking scared. I was like, what do you mean there's more fight? I don't have any more fucking assets. But no, it's just fucking so good. Okay, let's try and focus. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. But yeah, I feel like Slave Nightingale also really pushes those mechanics. And then so does, Midear is just meant to be, like, the hardest fucking boss of the Souls franchise. He's just really... It's just really meant to fuck you up. That, in a way, was also kind of like an endurance test. But in, like, a different way of Sister Fried. It was great. I really like the Dark Souls 3 DLC, honestly. I don't really care much for that wolf fight in the snow area. But Sister Fried makes up for it. I don't know, the Painted World is a cool setting to kind of come back to. Even though it's not like the same Painted World, but you know what I mean. Coming back to a Painted World is a cool thing. You knock? Oops, there we go. Okay. Yep. And nope. Okay. Yeah, I'm really trying to focus, so I do apologize if there is not much commentary. Fuck. Fuck! I disrupted everything by going in for those extra hits. I got greedy, as I always say. Ah, shit. Fuck. Come on, start doing the spinning attack. That's like my only chance to heal. Okay. Do it again. No, do it again, please. Do it again, I need to heal. Okay, there we go. Oh, fuck. Okay, there we go. Oh, sweet. Oh, yeah. Back in business, boys. We are back in fucking business. Oh, yeah, full health. Let's do this. I'm ready, I'm ready. Oops. Didn't mean to do that, but I think it hit her. Let's heal just in case. Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it. We're getting close. Fuck. I get a hit when I get greedy and go for those extra hits. Yeah! Baby! Second try, dog. Second fucking try. Thank you, Sisters of Battle. Or whatever the fuck. Mantis Lords, yeah. I'll bow to. Can I get out? Yeah, okay. That way takes you... Okay, so this way takes you to Deep Nest, right? Like straight to Deep Nest? swear to God, I remember that you can get the map, like, really close to here. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe it's closer to another entrance of Deep Nest. But I feel like Cornifer is around. Don't remember. Let's see. Let's see. Really don't want to get lost here. Let's look at the little silverfish. Isn't he adorable? No, I don't want to go. I don't want to go too deep into this area. Because I really don't want to get lost. But it is nice to get these geo deposits. Let me see if I can get the map. Fuck. Oops. Whoops. I love how the spike pits are like little fucking caterpillars. Ah, sweet! Yeah, he is right here. Whoops, sorry, this place gives me the creeps. Oh, fuck, I missed his dialogue again, I'm sorry. Unless you're well prepared, I'd urge you to leave. Though if you're feeling strong enough to descend, would you like to buy my map? Yes. Thank you. Awesome. Okay, so maybe we will come back here then. I don't know how much of Deep Nest we can do with the current moveset that we have, but since we have the map, I would like to come back later. So maybe on the next stream, we'll come back, and there might be something cool we can get. See, I love how now that you beat the Mantis Lords, all the Mantises bow. They bow to you. They respect you now. I love it. It is a really cool thing in the lore that, like Quirrell said, the Mantis tribe are all, like, intelligent. They you know, they're not aggressive towards you because of the spores like all the other bugs. They're aggressive towards you because that's just kind of like the tradition of their tribe. But they're very intelligent enough to resist the spores. It's pretty fucking cool. I like that a lot. I think that's like a neat little touch. And see, so before, this area would be locked off. Like he would hit that switch which would lock the area. But now that he respects you, he lets you in. And I believe, is there a bench here? This is the Mark of Pride, right? I think. No, that's just a Hallowness seal. But the Mark of Pride is in here. I know it is. I think there's a bench too. Wow, look at all that geo. That's kind of like the main reason why it's good to do the Mantis Lords early, because you just get a fuck ton of money. But the other big reason is, yeah, the Mark of Pride. That's a really fucking good charm. Oh, sweet, there is. And you unlock this extra bench here, which is always nice. Yeah, Mark of Pride is a really fucking good charm, but I don't think we have enough notches for it, do we? Yeah. It makes the range of your nail a lot bigger. But we do have enough for Soul Catcher. So until we get the next charm notch, we'll just have Soul Catcher, and then we'll replace it with Mark of Pride, probably. This is a good place to stop, though, I think. It's like midnight over here already. We've been going for like 4 hours. So, this is a good place to stop, and I will, I'll be back on Sunday, where again, we'll be doing a bargain bin gaming, where we're just going to play a bunch of random cheap games I got on the Nintendo store. Yeah. Just a heads up on the horizon, unfortunately. I will have another one of my business trips coming up. So, not next weekend, but the weekend after that, will be the last weekend that I'll stream before that trip. So the weekend of like the 11th and 12th of March. And then I'm going to have to go on another fucking hiatus. I'm really sorry. It sucks. But I will be back April 4th. And then from then on, I should no longer have these fucking trips. I hope. We'll see. But at least for a long time, there won't be any more trips. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll be back on Sunday, and we'll play some bargain bin games. So how about that? Good night, everybody.